Hey Derp Nation, what is going on? It is I, the Derpy Smiler here, coming at you with another video. Today we are reacting to the video of the century. And I say this because this is the guy who created the fake Springman and Decidueye leak that we had talked about like a week ago, I think. In Smash, you shouldn't be able to jump that high. I don't know. I stumbled upon this video recently and I had to share it with you guys. So I am going to cut parts out though. So, you must hit the link in the description to watch the full video. Because if you watch my video and then you try to take inspiration off of that to make your own fake leak, it's not going to make any sense. But let's just jump right into it. If you guys like the video, hit the like button. Also subscribe for more videos like this, gaming and other things that I've been doing that I want to pour my heart and soul into. And seriously, let's just get to this. Link in the description for this video, but I am going to cut parts out to avoid copyright. So let's go!
Hey everyone, how's it going? And yes, as the title suggests, I did create the fake Springman and Decidueye leaks that were making the rounds recently. Before I get started,
that jump is too high. We talked about that too.
So first off, everything was actually pre-rendered in 3D software. Nothing was modded in. I actually thought about modding it in or making some sort of real-time game scene, but that was way too many hoops to jump through, so I just stuck with Blender. Secondly, the second round of images with Min and Detective Pikachu posted today on the 17th were not created by me, but somebody just
I've never seen that one.
Used my pause UI. That being
I've
said,
never seen that
here's
one.
the condensed process of how I made the fakes.
But
There's a lot to
he
cover,
knows
so
it's
I'll make
fake,
it quick.
so
The
there's no
process
point
of
of going
making the
over it.
fakes was not at all linear. It jumped all over the place, and I had made characters, then stages, and then video, and then stages, and then... So I'll try to separate things into different subsets like stages, characters, and UI.
Right.
So starting with the characters, I actually made 5 characters in total. Springman, Decidueye, Ice Climbers, Mario, and actually Inkling.
The Inkling was never shown in any of the photos.
Because it didn't really feel like it was polished enough. I say that even though Ice Climbers was kind of abysmal.
Exactly.
But,
Ice Climbers were way too
disappointing. It didn't feel like it fit
disappointing.
any of the aesthetics of the stages or the characters, so I decided against using it. So we'll start with Springman. He was ripped from the ARMS game, obviously, but he actually didn't come with any gloves, because each glove is like a separate model or something, and the only models made public were the bodies. So I had to go through and recreate the entire glove model, give it textures, make it look nice, make it look like he was in the game.
You did a good job with that,
though. 3 different revisions, making it look exactly correct to the game because of other things that I'll get to in a bit. But I'll move on to Decidueye. Now, Artiomni kind of analyzed this and said that he came from Sun and Moon, which actually wasn't the case. I ripped him from Pokken, and then I heavily modified him. I removed the feather models, smoothed the textures a bunch to kind of make it like a blend between not Sun and Moon, but also not from Pokken, so like a plausible would-be in Smash kind of thing. I animated it in the same way I animated Springman, which was actually through the NLA in Blender, which essentially lets you create different blocks of animation. So like a different Mario was pretty straightforward. I ripped him from Odyssey, and his proportions in Odyssey are really weird and really stubby. So I compared him to the Smash 4 armature and then moved the bones to match the proportions in Smash 4. So it's the style of Odyssey, but with the body of Smash 4. I made the little forward air effect from scratch.
Yeah, that's cool. That was cool.
There. It wasn't a really big part of the fake.
You see the Ice Climbers, and they look like the Brawl model.
Subpar. And of course, the other characters in the screenshots were the Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
Now, the Ice Climbers I am slightly ashamed of, because I know I didn't do enough work to change them, but I wasn't sure how to change them and in what ways, because we haven't seen them since Brawl, and I just honestly didn't know how a update of aesthetic would look. So I kind of just smoothed the textures out, made it look sort of like it would in Smash 4, just made it cleaner. But
you did a really good job with it, though.
Well enough, and
now that we're seeing it here,
I ripped him from my copy of Splatoon.
Let's see what he did for Inkling.
I redid all the shaders, made him look like a higher quality version, remodeled the face, did a bunch of stuff. But in the end, it didn't really seem like he matched many of the aesthetics of the game. Now that I think about it, it probably would have been a better substitute for Ice Climbers, because even though it wasn't too much of a match, it would have been better than like still grainy and weirdly saturated textures of the Ice Climbers. So those are the 5 characters that I was working on. I had a few that I was thinking about, like maybe Link, but I decided that, you know, don't want to bite off more than I can chew, and that's kind of what I already did. So,
pretty much.
I don't know. Anyway, I'll move on to the stages. Now, as far as the stages go, Yoshi's Island was both a screen cap of Brawl and actually a model rip from Brawl. The focal length and the camera angle in Blender to the screen cap so that the shadows and everything would match.
Yo, this is hype, to be honest with you. I can't wait for E3.
Shadows, I guess.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so amazing.
And it worked well, but just the aesthetic of the entire screenshot didn't fit quite right, and a lot of people picked up in the leak because it just wasn't, I guess, relevant enough. So he wanted to put in that stage. It looks good for what it is, but I decided to
I feel like he should have put that in, though.
The third and final stage that I worked on, Spring Stadium.
Right.
Now, the only assets public that were ripped from ARMS are the characters, and that's it, and I think maybe one or two stage items. But the stages themselves are not public, and the only ones who can get to them are the ones who have, like, the actual game ISO files and the decryptors, which, A, I don't have ARMS, and I don't know where some decryptor is. So I had to remake the entire stage from scratch using only reference images from the game. And I had to adapt it.
You did a good job, though.
You know,
that was a good job.
It's a pretty flat thing, and then there's bleachers right after it. There's no place to kind of knock your opponent out of. So I decided, okay, I'll take the pad and I'll make it smaller, and then I have to make the pad 3D, so I'll use some assets and kind of give it depth and make it look posted of
those are
the supporters.
Those are the supporters.
I went in and photoshopped them, and then made their arms move, and then put it into After Effects, and then rendered it out.
That's cool.
And put those characters randomly inside Blender. The process took quite a while, and I don't think it was worth it, but I don't know. It worked for making a crowd, but I guess it wasn't realistic enough. I'm actually working with someone from the Smash 4 modding Discord to actually put the entire model stage.
But I think that was also the problem. Why would you put in so much detail
play
on
it like it would be a real stage? But that pretty much wraps it up regarding
You don't really need to have so much
UI. Now, a lot of people pointed out that the UI was either just Smash 4's UI or it was just some badly executed UI.
You don't need to have so much detail for the crowd.
I'm a 3D
I don't
artist.
think any of the
I'm
stages
not a 3D
have that
artist,
much
and
detail
I don't know too much about graphic design. As well as the fact that each Smash iteration changes the pause screen a lot. The thing made it look cleaner, used different fonts, and made like the colors
they look very familiar.
But yeah, the UI wasn't a very strong suit.
Here are the
fonts, by the way, if you want to check them out or use them. Now, the video of the leak with the GameCube controller and the Switch was actually shot in the 3D lab of my university. And it originally was like 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it had audio and everything. But 4chan/V only allows you to upload 3 megabyte WebMs, and the audio is disabled. And so that heavily discredited against it, and I didn't like it, but I wasn't sure, you know, how can I upload a video somewhere else and then link it to wherever, so I just stuck with it, compressed the file, so... also, the GameCube controller, people are saying, was not plugged into the Switch. It actually was plugged into the Switch, just through the back. Not that it would matter.
Adapter. Oh, it was?
But, yeah. So that was the entire condensed process of making a fake leak for Super Smash Bros. I'm actually making all of the resources I used, all of the models, textures. I made a bunch of vectors and animations.
That is
so I'm making all of this public. You can download it, you can look at it, you can open it up, you can change it, do whatever you want with it. I'm also thinking of doing some sort of Blender crash course for people who like, you know, game models and want to figure out how to use it, how to manipulate them, where to get them, how to animate it, how to work with it.
Alright.
So I might be doing some sort of tutorial on how to do that.
So that was him explaining.
That's essentially it. I really enjoyed the entire process of making the fake and showing people and then seeing how others responded.
Show me the ways of manipulation, because that was awesome. Now, honestly, I never thought it was a mod, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess something in the back of my head would have told me it was a mod, but in the end, you just have to be like a really good modder in order to make a completely entire character from scratch. Like, there is this Smash 4 Wolf mod that's really great, that's out there. But like Decidueye, he had his own pose, he had his own stance, he had his own idol. The jumping back and forth from Springman looked a little like Little Mac's, like it looked like something Little Mac would do, except Little Mac doesn't jump. He actually just stays there and he just goes. But no, he did an excellent job. I enjoyed looking over his his leaks. Those are fun, and I find those fun because, again, I think I said this in the video when I talked about the leaks, but I missed a lot back in 2014 when things were coming out and leaks were showing, because I didn't really run a YouTube channel back then. I mean, I had the channel up, I had a couple videos posted, but I didn't really know how to make that quality kind of video. And again, the only thing I ever caught on time was Mewtwo. But he did a fantastic job. I give him credit. So if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe to his channel too, which his video will be in the link in the description, so go check that out. And peace.